I'm Steve Townsend, and I'm no newcomer to Amazon exploration.
I just love coming to these far-flung, middle-of-nowhere destinations. Fraught with danger, we're carrying on. It's the scenery. Look at this. The people we meet. Thank you, man. Every single day I wake up in this jungle, I get a buzz.
Whoa, what a monster. My aim? To track down and capture some of the planet's most extreme fish. Exploring remote river systems deep in the heart of the planet's largest rainforest.
So join me on my fishing expedition.
The tropical rainforests of Guyana are some of the planet's most unspoiled and biodiverse. My expedition takes me deep into the heart of this pristine wilderness, to the Esequibo, the third largest river in South America. It's late at night and we're continuing our quest to catch a tasty Amazonian fish, known as the Pacu.
It's 2 in the morning, everybody else is asleep. And our guide Lawrence is so determined to get a Pacu because we've been trying for quite a few days and we've not been able to. So Lawrence is going to drive the boat, and our new best friend Clifton, he's lending me his kit. It's a really bizarre sort of thing because we're going out at night with bows and arrows to shoot fish. Anyway, when in Rome, so let's give it a go. Let's go.
Venturing out onto the river at night is not without its risks and requires a firm plan of action.
Listen at what we are doing.
Yeah.
Clifton is shining for the Pacu. When you see the Pacu, you're going to set your bow and arrows. When he says shoot, you're going to shoot. I'm going to controlling the boat from the back here. That's the plan.
But first, I need to get to grips with the slightly baffling equipment that I've been presented with.
So, and this comes off? What happens here? So how the hell did you do this? It's a little bit more complicated than I thought. I mean, it's pretty prehistoric, this. But I'm sure I'm going to get the hang of it, and I'm really dying to give it a go. So, guys, let's go get us some Pacu? Yeah. Great. Okay. Let's go.
Pacu are a very timid fish, but under the cover of darkness, we should be able to creep right up close to them. All eyes are on Clifton's flashlight as we row our way forward into the darkness. Clifton picks out a fish for me, a big red Pacu.
Close. Close. Hey, my hand. My hand, man.
Come on, get them.
What do you mean, come on, look at this. Wait. Seriously, this is the first time I've done this, and I can't see what the... This is not easy. It's not easy. Look at this friggin' thing. I mean, there's this big lump of wood on another lump of wood. You're laughing at me. Hey, I can aim from here, big boy.
The next fish we spot is a Payara.
Nearly, eh? You see him? What was he, a peacock? What was he? You're laughing at me, boys. I can't look, the thing's not on.
Come on, get them there.
Lawrence, I'm gonna shoot you. Look, dude, I haven't got it on. I can see him.
You are not good, Steve.
Shit. This is embarrassing. What am I doing?
The next thing Clifton's flashlight picks out
what's the rock?
Isn't a fish.
Wow, what's the rock? Hey, Lawrence.
Yeah.
You're no good at driving. This is crazy.
We come across even more Pacu.
Oh shit, it's on my hand.
But I'm really struggling here.
Oh shit.
Much to the amusement of my guides. Things are just going from bad to worse.
That was close. That was very close.
Okay, Steve.
It's time to do the decent thing and pick up a paddle and hand over the bow and arrow to the expert. Clifton really knows what he's doing.
How are you going to shine the torch and shoot it? Oh yeah, like that. Yeah.
Using a bow and arrow is second nature to these guys. So when Clifton spots a fish, there's no hesitation.
My man, that is fantastic. You are a genius. Look at this. We've got here a rather big, rather large red pacu of probably about 10 or 12 pounds.
We finally have our red pacu on board, and it's an impressive specimen.
Perfectly shot. I mean, it's food. This is what we're doing this for. This is food. But this is absolute solid muscle. Clifton, well done, man. That was really well done. I tell you, that's made my trip, that has. That's the Indian way of doing it. Really effective. Bow and arrow. I'm gonna throw my rod and reel in the bin when I get home. Guys, this is, I'm so impressed. And they're laughing at me because I couldn't do it. But I am so impressed with this. Lawrence says I'm no good. I'd like to see him drive a car. There you go, you deal with it, guys. Well done. Congratulations.
The guys decide to give me a fighting chance, and we leave the boat to hunt for peacock bass that sleep in the shallows.
Okay, Clifton, let's go catch us a peacock.
A stationary target should, in theory, be easier to hit. But with no shoes, I'm not really prepared for this.
Oh, wow. Clifton, this is killing me. Ow. I tell you, when you haven't got feet like you guys, this is pretty dangerous stuff, isn't it? What are your feet like? Like really hard underneath, Lawrence?
No, you want to feed it?
No, thank you. Ow.
It's proving too dangerous for me to go on. So the guys go up ahead to see what they can find. And they're not coming back empty-handed.
What do you got? You got a catfish or something? What the heck are you bringing now? We got a Cayman alligator. Unbelievable. Look at him, poor little guy.
Oh, no, you have to hold it, he's gonna bite.
That guy, when he's about another 20 years older, will be eating people like Lawrence for breakfast. Well, should we put him back?
Yeah.
Yeah, on my foot.
What's your foot?
Shit. Well, let me grab him again. And he's gone. There you go. Yeah, you want this, Lawrence? I don't want to fall down and break it.
Having failed to even see a peacock bass, I fancy my chances again back on the water. I'm determined not to let the pacu beat me.
All right, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready for anyone. All right, now we're going to do it, Lawrence. Well, that's really good. I mean, you know, that is so good. I'm really sorry. Sorry, mate, sorry. Was it yours or his? Raymond's, oh shit. Raymond. He's quite a big guy too, so I'm going to tell him you did this.
Me?
Yeah. Hey, he did, okay? He did it. He did it. I got some super glue. Do you think he'd notice?
It's dawn at our riverside camp, and the final day of my expedition on the Essequibo. I've had a great expedition, but there are still a couple of fish species that I'd like to tick off my bucket list. My guide Lawrence has an ambitious plan to make it all happen for me, and he's taking me way upriver, further into the wilderness than we've been so far on this expedition.
We're heading up to some rock formations that our man Lawrence says are meant to be quite spectacular. He says they're giant boulders, and for me, giant boulders normally means giant fish. It's exciting stuff, it's new stuff for us here, new territory. Really looking forward to getting there.
As we push on upriver, the surroundings become even more wild and rugged. I feel like I'm entering a new and undiscovered world.
Tell you what, Lawrence wasn't wrong when he said about how beautiful these rock formations are. Absolutely gorgeous, big boulders. There's got to be some big fish around this area. It just looks really fishy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch some bait, piranha, and then we're going to go up to, there's a hole just up here which looks really inviting. Oh, this one.
The first fish is one of the Amazon's most notorious, a black piranha.
Oh, that's a big one. Look at the size of him. How about that for a cheesy grin? Ah, look at those teeth. That is something else, isn't it? Now I'm after a special species. It's a catfish called a jiao. And jiao really like big boulders like this, big cavernous boulders where they can hide in the cracks. And you know, if you get one, you've got to tug them pretty quick. Otherwise, that's it. They take you in, they stay in there. Now, our man Lawrence is going to fish in the quieter areas, probably a little bit more sandy down here in a deeper hole. I'm going to cast in this rip-roaring water. Hope I can hold bottom with this weight and my piranha bait. See if I can catch me a jiao or anything that bites. For me, jiao would be a bonus.
I'm familiar with fishing deep water in the Amazon, but this takes things to a whole new level.
In fact, it's right here at my feet. That's how deep it is. Can you bring it up, Dilly, again? That is so deep here.
In the shallows, Lawrence is getting some interest on his hand line.
You got him?
The fish are here.
That's my go. Here you go. Oh, here we go. In a minute. Yes!
The fish is fighting hard, using the powerful current.
What is this? Whoa!
But is it a jiao?
What is this fish? Nice fight. Wow, wow. It's a janjia. It's a janjia leopard catfish. They call this here a leopard catfish, or janjia we call this as well. But isn't that the most beautiful creature? Its tail's a bit mangled by piranhas. You can see, look at the size of that. But look at that back fin, the dorsal fin, and the long, soft dorsal fin and the spiky top one. I mean, it's an incredible fish. And they do fight well. You saw, I mean, I thought that was a bigger fish. 1-0, Lawrence, 1-0.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna still beat you, Steve. My line is out.
Lawrence will have to get a move on.
Lawrence! Lawrence! Whoa! You think he's the jiao we came here for?
It's not a jiao, but another leopard catfish.
What a fight that was. I mean, that fish can't be any more than 18, maybe 20 pounds. He took off like we thought it was a jiao the way he was fighting. Unbelievable strength.
Wow. I hook a third fish, hoping to tick a jiao off my list.
What do we got here? Here he is. It is what?
Another one again.
Another one. 3 in a row. So I'm determined to catch me a jiao here. Determined. Oh. It's not another janjia, surely.
Yeah,
Another one?
I think.
It's another one. Give me a break. Unbelievable. Oh, this is different.
I'm convinced number 5 is something different.
Different fight altogether. What do we got here? Oh, it can't be another one of those things, surely. It's another one. Friggin' hell.
With the chances of a jiao well and truly dashed, we continue our expedition upriver. We're now many miles from camp and exploring totally new water.
This is the sort of thing that I absolutely love and adore. We're fighting our way up these rapids. This is just wild, wild stuff that we're in. And imagine when the water's another meter higher. Roaring down here, it'd be even more dangerous.
We find a sandy beach and pull over to take a well-earned break. Here, thousands of butterflies have come together to take in the minerals and salts. It's experiences like this that really make an expedition for me, often more so than the fishing itself.
Look at this.
Of course, I'll just have to cast a bait into this mouth-watering pool.
I've literally just thrown it in, put the rod down, tightened it up, zzz, get a run. Here we go again, little touch. What do we got?
It feels like a strong fish, and I drag it up to the beach.
Got off. Got off here, right here. That had to be a Payara. Big fang marks straight down. Undoubtedly a Payara. It's the only Amazonian fish that has these huge fangs like this. He held on, and he held on all the way back to the shore. But as you can see, he didn't have the hook in his mouth. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Payara, for me, it must be the apex predator of the river. Payara are like a salmon with teeth, and we call them vampire fish. They've got two huge dagger-like canines that literally come up and impale fish. They smash into these bait fish, and there was a whole bunch smashing in over there, which we think is Payara. So I'm convinced that that was a Payara, and I'm going to get one and show you it. It's a heavy-duty rod. I don't think this is a particularly big fish, but he really put out some line here.
There's a good reason why this fish was struggling so hard.
Oh, look, he's been absolutely hammered by piranhas. Look at what they've done on his back, look. Wow. They've taken nearly all of his tail. Big scars on his back here. They've even taken off, look, his fins. What a shame.
This leopard catfish isn't going to make it. So the ever-resourceful Lawrence goes about making an Amazonian hand-built grill to cook the fish on.
This is the traditional way of roasting we call barbecue. There are many ways you can do. This is the way when it doesn't have a very huge machete, you just have a knife. The palm is we use because it does not burn when we roasting the fish. It takes a long time to get dry to be lighting as fire.
Back at the river, the action hasn't slowed, and the next fish I hook is the first one of its kind on this expedition.
Oh, it's a pescada. Pescada, drum. This is a drum. Look at the size of that. Whoa! What a beautiful fish. He's got to be about 8-9 pounds. Of course, you can see they look just like the saltwater drum, except this is obviously the freshwater drum. Beautiful fish. That's another species to the list.
I'm starting to work up quite an appetite with all this fishing action and can't wait for Lawrence's alfresco catfish.
Look at that.
But there's no peace for the wicked. The bites just keep on coming, thick and fast.
Wow, it's non-stop action in this hole today. It's a Payara. Oh yes, brilliant jump. He's a big one. Look at his teeth go, my gosh. That is a evil looking machine. Big Payara.
This is a fearsome predator and one of my favourite Amazonian fish.
Wow, that's a lovely fish. That's a big, big fish. I put my rod in the boat. And the hook just falling out. Wow. Oh, he's still lively. Okay, I'm going to give you one quick look at him, and I'm going to let him go. He's a real lively fella. This is a predator par excellence. Look at that mouth full of daggers. And they call it vampire fish, or Payara is its real name. Big eyes, huge mouth, and huge teeth. Beautiful. Oh, wow, what a day I'm having. Put him straight back. Oh, I'm having a ball in this hole here. This is just full of fish. Jangia, Piranha, Payara, Pescada. Whew. on this great beach. We are in the middle of the jungle. I tell you, this is the place to be in if you're gonna have a barbecue. There's birds everywhere, there's wildlife everywhere. Scenery here is just beautiful. And I'm gonna have a little bit of catfish, leopard catfish. Well done, Lawrence. Nice one.
Time to make the long journey downriver back to camp. As we cruise through this wonderful tropical paradise, I reflect on what's been an exhilarating day of exploration, with some truly amazing fishing action.
I'm exhausted. I mean, catfish galore, pescada, piranha, and how about those Payara, vicious or what?
What a great finale to my Esequibo expedition. And I couldn't have done it without my guide, Lawrence.
Well, we did it.
Yeah,
The end of our expedition.
yeah, sure.
I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart for, I think, the best fishing expedition I ever did. Thank you, man. You caught me the biggest fish I ever caught in my life.
Thank you too for coming. I've been enjoying the trip with you also. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Sure.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
I'm Steve Townsend, and I'm no newcomer to Amazon exploration.
I just love coming to these far-flung, middle-of-nowhere destinations. Fraught with danger, we're carrying on. It's the scenery. Look at this. The people we meet. Thank you, man. Every single day I wake up in this jungle, I get a buzz.
What a monster.
My aim? To track down and capture some of the planet's most extreme fish. Exploring remote river systems deep in the heart of the planet's largest rainforest.
So join me on my fishing expedition.
Guyana, South America, home to some of the most undisturbed virgin rainforests on the planet. On my previous expedition to this little-known country, my local guide Lawrence and I explored the mighty Esequibo, Guyana's largest river.
I woke up the first morning and was met with this fantastic scenery. Primary forest, secondary forest, fish busting up all over the place. I'm looking at this and thinking, this can't be real. I'm still dreaming. Look. Whoa!
But I wasn't dreaming when I fulfilled a lifelong ambition, catching a massive arapaima, the biggest freshwater fish of my angling career.
Is this, or is this not, fishing?
On this new expedition, I'm venturing even further into Guyana's rainforest interior, to a tiny and remote river, unknown to Western sport anglers. I'll travel from Georgetown, Guyana's capital, to Lethem, a dusty ranching town in Guyana's Wild West. From here, we'll fly to a remote airstrip near the village of Lumid-Pau, and then make our way into the jungle to our destination, the Kuyuini River.
We're going to land in the landing strip in the savannah. This is really cool stuff. We're then going to take a truck and we're going to go right up into the Guyana Shield Mountains. It's going to be really fantastic. Where the hell's the landing strip? Can you see one? Oh, there it is, right in front of us.
Having located the tiny strip, I hope the surface is good enough as we prepare for a bumpy landing.
Well, that was a bone-jarring, back-breaking ride. We've landed in this really sandy, dusty airstrip right in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's a few grass huts and stuff around here. That's about it, not a lot else. And now the best bit's to come. A 4-hour, bone-jarring, back-breaking Jeep ride right into the jungle. This bit's gonna hurt.
Our driver is Isaacs, a 72-year-old local man who knows these dirt tracks like the back of his hand. Isaacs will transport my crew and me to the river, where we'll rendezvous with the rest of the expedition team.
Well, that's it, our plane's gone. So that's it, we're on our own now. I mean, there's nothing here. Nothing. A few grass huts, a couple of guys on a bike. That's it. Right, my man, foot to the pedal.
It soon becomes pretty obvious that this will be an uncomfortable journey.
How are your arms after driving this, Isaac? Must hurt like hell, huh?
But Isaacs isn't in the mood for small talk and keeps his focus on the route ahead.
Right, here we go. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh. You're the man, Isaac. You're the man.
After an hour or so of hard driving through the savannah, we see the jungle ahead. And we're soon surrounded by lush green tropical rainforest.
Oh, this is something else. This is something else.
Despite the track getting worse, Isaacs keeps his foot on the gas. But with such challenging terrain and a full load in tow, the old vehicle's been pushed to its limits. Until finally, the inevitable happens. Miles from any assistance, it's down to Isaacs to try and diagnose the problem.
We're nearly there. We're probably 15, 20 minutes away from the river. And what's happened? We've got a little bit of a fuel problem here. And we're not getting anywhere, so is this the end of the line?
But Isaacs is prepared to do whatever it takes to get this expedition back on the road.
Yeah, tastes good. Welcome to the jungle.
Suspecting an air bubble in the fuel line, it's just a case of wrestling the stubborn old engine back to life.
Yes, we're in.
Disaster averted, we push on with the final leg of our journey towards the river, crossing the boundary into Indian territory. Finally, after 5 hours of grueling dirt track, I get my first glimpse of the little Kuyuini River.
Wow, look at that. We've traveled for hours and hours and hours in this whole clapped out Land Rover, and it's really done us proud. It's broken down once or twice, but we've mended it. Anyway, we're here. Now we've got another 4 hours in these nice old chunks of wood, big old canoes that have been dug out of one-piece trees. And we're going to get into camp, I think, after dark. So we're going to be a bit careful of all these rocks in the water, but it's, you know, when we get there, it should be really cool. I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is home to some of the Wai tribe, indigenous to Guyana, neighboring Venezuela, and Brazil. Subsistence farmers and fishermen, they're also famed for their incredible hunting skills. Here we're joined by the remainder of the expedition team, including some of the local tribe and my own guide, Esau.
Hey, what's your name?
Esau.
Esau. My name is Steve. Hi. Good to meet you. You bring all your bow and arrows, yeah?
Yeah.
You take me with you when we do this?
Yeah.
Great. Come on. Come on.
Heading up the expedition is Brazilian adventurer, Walter. Having lived amongst the Wai people, he understands their customs and knows the Kuyuini River intimately. He also knows that it pays to take precautions. Drug runners and bandits are commonplace in Guyana's lawless interior.
The time has come.
Spirits are high as the expedition gets underway, taking our team miles from civilization and deep into the jungle. But before long, we're hitting problems. Extreme low water levels are making the river difficult to navigate.
Well, as you can see, by all these trees on view, the levels are really low now. It's at the height of the dry season, and this is pretty tough going. We can't have the engine working because the propeller keeps on bashing out on all the trees. So we're basically using the oars to go through all of this area.
In many areas, the river's completely blocked, and we have no option but to pull the heavy log canoes over these obstacles. It's grueling work in the tropical heat, and progress slows to a crawl.
This is very shallow for this time of year. All these trees are collapsed down into the water, and we're really having a bit of a struggle coming through. But it is an adventure. We're doing it. I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful.
Despite our best efforts, there's no escaping the onset of darkness as the equatorial night sweeps over the river. It's going to be a long night. We push on through the darkness, eventually arriving at camp in the early hours of the morning.
We finally got here to camp, and I'm absolutely exhausted. The Indians have thrown up a tarp for me. I'm hang up my hammock between a couple of trees. I'm gone. I've had it. Can't do any more. Not even 6:15. It's my first morning on this river, and it's absolutely magical. Sun's coming up through the trees now. You can hear all the insects are shutting down, all the birds are coming up to life now. You've got the dawn chorus all around us. This river is to die for. Most beautiful views. There's rocks, there's deep holes, there's everything an angler can want here. And I cannot wait to get out there fishing.
According to reports from the YY, these murky waters are home to a species of fish that has always fascinated me. The Aymara, or wolffish, a sinister ambush predator. They say these fish reach truly monstrous proportions here. I'm setting myself a challenge to catch one of these big brutes with rod and line.
These Aymaras, when the water's really slack like this, in slack areas, you can see bubbles all the way where they're traveling. And if we just throw a lump of meat right in front of him, I might just do the trick. Let's see what we got. There he is, some bubbles right there. And if I cast in front of him, then maybe he takes it.
My plan doesn't seem to have the desired effect.
He's going in that direction.
The bubbles are moving in the opposite direction to my bait. My guide Esau is having better luck though, with this small Payara, or vampire fish. Time to focus, Townsend.
Oh, there you go, I got one. Oh, what's this?
Whatever this fish is, it's putting up a heck of a scrap. Could it be an Aymara?
Look at my rod, it's bent double. Tigerfish. I got a surubim tigerfish. Wow, that is beautiful fish. Oh, and he got off. Oh well, we got him to the boat. That's as good as a catch.
Esau's next fish is a clunker.
That's beautiful fish. You big one, huh?
A freshwater drum. A species found throughout the Amazon rainforest.
He's telling me to go over there and he's catching all the fish over here.
Determined not to be upstaged, I carefully reel in the next fish I hook.
What are you, fella? Let's have a look at you. Oh, a little, I think, tiger catfish. No, it's not. It's a Mando Bay.
This is one of the more unusual looking catfish species.
That is a beautiful fish called a Mando Bay. Brazilians call it bocão, which means big mouth. I wonder why. The size of that mouth for such a little fish.
We press on with our expedition downriver, hoping to discover better water. But our route is littered with plenty of obstacles.
Well, this is proper adventure stuff, this. Look at this tree. We're going to go under it. We can't go over it. We can't go around it. So we're going to go under it. Okay, guys, let's duck.
The water levels are really low and we come across rapids where the only option is to manhandle the canoes through. Wrestling the heavy hardwood canoes, loaded with all our gear, makes for brutal work for the expedition team.
We've literally done battle with nature today, fighting our way through all this jungle. It's been a hell of a struggle, I gotta say. Today's been a hell of a struggle.
It's a relief to finally reach camp and a very welcome fish supper. Our Indian guides are also smoking fish over the fire to preserve them for the days to come. One fish here, the black piranha, is more than just a source of food for the local Indians.
Normally used by the old people to comb their dogs. They comb it the opposite way so the dog can get very, very wild, and good for hunting. They cook it, they take off the feet, the whole bottom and top, dry it, keep it on the roof, and then they would comb their hairs in the opposite way, from tail to head.
And also they cut people's hair with it as well, yeah?
Yeah.
In Indian villages, they cut their hair and stuff.
Trim them.
I can do yours if you want. Want me to have it a go?
Let's do.
Get your hair done here.
Early the next morning, the camp stirs to life. I'm really starting to get a sense of the remoteness of this place. Other than our own expedition team, I haven't seen another human being since our journey began. I'm curious to learn more about this truly isolated area and chat to our expedition leader, Walter.
Tell me exactly where we are.
This is a remote river, one of the tributaries of the main rivers of Guyana Shield. I mean, actually it comes from the Akrai Mountains, and there's nobody else than ourselves there with these people.
And how many of these people live in the area, and how big is the area they live in?
We got 21 families only, the YYs. They're all concentrated in one place, and for hundreds of miles there's no one living here.
Hundreds of miles in either direction?
In either direction, there's no one living around there.
With several hundred miles to the nearest convenience store, it's down to us to source our own food, and Walter and Kiabu head out onto the river to see what they can find. Walter has brought with him the Indians' hunting tool of choice, the bow and arrow. However, his aim is a little bit off this morning. Everything is a potential meal. He just has to hit it. They spot a small inlet to the river, the kind of place where animals might come to drink. Walter's ears are tuned to the sounds of the forest, and he's skilled at calling to attract game. A fresh mark on the muddy bank is a sign that they're looking in the right place, and the guys leave their canoe to take up the hunt on land. Meanwhile, I'm out on the river, using my preferred tools of the trade.
Come on up. Let's see you. Bit difficult to see them in this water. What are you? Hey, catfish. Hey, Manji, what a beautiful, beautiful catfish. Wow. What exquisite little colours this guy's got. He's long whiskers. Really long whiskers. Big dorsal fin like most of these catfish. Very spiky. This guy's got a lot of spikes on him. Whoa. Really strange. Look at this dorsal fin, like a big adipose fin. Nice and spongy. Like a giant salmon adipose fin. Cracking tail. I like this fish. I like him. Whoa, that is a big piranha.
The next fish I hook is one of the Amazon's most voracious.
Oh, he's just bitten the end of my rod.
And this one's not a fussy eater.
You just bite the end of the rod, let go you. Oh shit. Well, that's completely destroyed the tip of that rod. These guys are the menace of the Amazon basin and the Amazon forest. Solid muscle. These are absolute killing machines. You got to be really careful of these gnashes.
Back in the jungle, Walter and Kiabo are making their way on foot. Here they use traditional Indian bushcraft to lead them to their quarry.
It's a bush deer. The track of a bush deer. It has just 2 tips on the horns, actually. It's different than the savanna deers. They are about this high and a brown reddish color. We're gonna try to see if we can see something ahead there.
As they work their way deeper into the rainforest, they come across one of the Indians' most prized foods, high up in the treetops. A troop of red-backed bearded saki monkeys. But they're well out of range, even for Kiabu's gun. Woo. Then Walter sees something a little more promising. A large snake has captured a small rodent, trying to escape into the hollow of a tree, and the snake is attempting to drag out its prey.
It's funny how it's eating a small rat. It usually eats something much bigger than that.
Walter arms his bow and takes aim to fire. Snake will be a welcome addition to the menu. The men fire a barrage of arrows at their target. They're keeping their distance until they've identified the snake. These rainforests are home to many species of snake, some of them poisonous.
We were just wondering because of the head shape. If it was a venomous one, we would see the loreal pits between eyes and the nostrils or the nose. And the eyes are big and round. The scales also are big. They're not sharp and diamond shaped. So it's probably to be a constrictor, boa constrictor.
The snake tries to get away, but the 2 arrows in its flank prevent its escape. It's now that the snake is at its most dangerous. Kiabo decides on a different approach and tries to dislodge the snake with a long stick. The snake will strike if they get too close. The men bide their time and wait for the snake to weaken.
Yeah, we finally got the snake. Give us a hard time. But now we have something to eat. Take it back to camp now. Put it on the chef's hands. So I can have something nice for the lads to eat tonight.
Join me next time on a new expedition into Indian territory to a magical little river.
There's everything an angler can want here.
We battle through the snags and obstructions to reach fishable water.
These are killing machines.
And on a hunting trip into the jungle, Walter and Kiabo catch us dinner.
Now we have something to eat.
Join me next time when we're treated to an exciting new addition to the menu.
Snake.
An injury to one of the crew forces me to try a risky hook removal technique.
I hope this is going to work, right?
And I finally achieve my goal and capture a huge wolffish.
Look at that fish!